Hey guys, it's Miss Pfeiffer. So I just got the robocall with everyone else saying that school's not going to be in session until at least April 15th, which feels very far away. And I miss you very much. So I'm on the YouTube. Look, it's the YouTube with the internet. And I voted. Oh, see my sticker? It's funny, you practice democracy as an adult and like they give you a sticker like you're in kindergarten. And I'm just as excited about it as I was in kindergarten. Maybe I'll do stickers when we get back. Like little stars and stuff. Or I'll just text you stickers, whatever. But yeah, things are weird right now. They're super freaking weird. And I read a story a couple of weeks ago that really resonated with me. I'm in my house. This is the corner of my living room. But I figured like I'm chewing gum like I always do. And I have a pencil in my hair. Thought I'd keep something normal for you. Anyway, I was reading this book a couple weeks ago and there was a story in it that really resonated with me and I had no idea how important it was going to be. And I thought I would share it with you. It's from this book, Pay Mr. Drones, The Wisdom of No Escape. This woman is amazing. She's a Buddhist monk and she's super wise, and like a lot of her stuff she gets from other super wise people. But her books all have horrible titles. Like The Wisdom of No Escape, that's a disaster, right? That's just like, how do you freak out and be smart? Let me tell you some of her other titles. Comfortable with Uncertainty, No Time to Lose, which y'all are feeling as seniors. The Places That Scare You, which right now is probably everywhere. Taking the Leap, and When Things Fall Apart. I'm guessing at some point in the next couple of weeks I'll read something for you from there as well. I'm thinking I'll do these every couple of days or every day until we figure out this remote learning thing as a district. We'll see how that goes. I'm optimistic. Even though my face looks like I'm not optimistic, I am. It's like when I'm like, oh my God, that's awesome, and y'all wait for me to say something bad because my face does not always match the words that are coming out of my mouth. But here's the story. It says, there is a story of a woman running away from tigers. She runs and runs, and the tigers are getting closer and closer. When she comes to the edge of a cliff, she sees some vines there, so she climbs down and holds onto the vines. Looking down, she sees there are tigers below her as well. She then notices that a mouse is gnawing away at the vine to which she is clinging. So like she's screwed, man. Like there's tigers above her, ready to eat her for lunch. There's tigers below looking at her like she's a snack and not in a good way. She's hanging onto this vine and there's like this little mouse, this freaking mouse that's going to chew through it, right? There's like, she's essentially like a tiger sandwich. That is what is happening. She then notices that a mouse is gnawing away at the vine to which she's clinging. And you know what? She's probably like afraid of heights too. The same way I am. Did I tell y'all the story about when I threw up on a Ferris wheel in high school? Where I was like on a date with this guy and he was like, let's go on the Ferris wheel, that's romantic. And I was like, I'm afraid of heights. And he was like, no, it'll be fun. And I was like, no, I'm really afraid of heights. And we go up on the Ferris wheel and I'm like trying to keep it together. And then I puked at the top all over the cart and myself. I don't remember if it got on him or not. I don't remember how good his reflexes were. And we had to wait for the ride to be over. That was almost as bad as the whole irregardless thing. Irregardless is not a word. You can take this opportunity to teach anyone you're around that little tidbit that you know I like so much. It's regardless. Yeah, so she's up hanging on this vine and there are tigers above and tigers below. She also sees a beautiful little bunch of strawberries close to her growing out of a clump of grass. She looks up and she looks down. She looks at the mouse. Then she takes a strawberry, puts it in her mouth, and enjoys it thoroughly. Tigers above, tigers below. This is actually the predicament that we are always in terms of our birth and death. Each moment is just what it is. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't, right? It might be the only moment of our life. It might be the only strawberry we'll ever eat. We could get depressed about it, or we could finally appreciate it and delight in the preciousness of every single moment of our life. I figured that'd be the kind of story you like. It's like 2 paragraphs. Things are really hard. And there's a lot to be afraid of, and there's a lot of negative things to focus on. We've been talking about this a lot in class with that whole emotional learning thing. This idea of looking for the positive, which I sometimes make fun of and then quickly realize the error of my ways. Look for the strawberries. It's funny she says strawberries because y'all know I don't like strawberries. Fruit is like not my jam. Fruit's not my jam. The Cheeto, right? She sees a pack of Cheetos on the cliff and she takes one and she eats it, and it's crunchy and it's yummy and cheesy and a little bit salty, or chocolate, or whatever it is that is on your cliff sitting on the ledge. Find it, try and enjoy it. Find just a teeny tiny bit of light or good in everything that's going on. You know, we saw that for my classes that read Where the Crawdads Sing, we see that with Kaya too, right? That bottom in that chapter 30, the rips, where she goes out in the boat and she starts to head towards the ocean and she just wants to be done because everybody's left her. Isolation, that's been a theme in our classes. I have prepared you well for this. We are built for this, guys. We are built for this. We've been getting ready for this. And she wimps out, right? And she ends up back on the shore and she sees those seashells. And the seashells are so beautiful. They're the most beautiful, rare seashells she's ever seen. And she decides to just make things work. She decides she's just going to keep going. And you know, for a lot of people, this is like the most traumatic thing that's happened for them. But for you guys, this is just another day in so many ways. You are so resilient. You are so resilient. You've been through so much. We are built for this stuff. We were made for this. We really are. And you're going to rock it out and you're going to be okay. I have so much love for you, and I think about you every day. I was putting grades in this morning, and I was looking at your work. I was looking at the primary and secondary sources kids had found. I was looking at evidence. I was looking at notes, and I just had so much pride in the work that's been done and who you are and the effort you put in as seniors. Senioritis does not exist in our classes. I am so grateful for you. You're such a gift to me. So we've been meditating a lot in class, right? And I thought that maybe I would do a meditation for you to do on your own if you wanted. If anybody's watching this that isn't in my class, because I'm guessing you might, if you hang out in my class when it's not your class, you might watch this as well. You know who you are. There's many of you. Unless administration is watching this, and then there aren't any of you. So I will... I'll talk you through it, and at some points I will stop talking. That doesn't mean it's over. You'll know exactly what's happening, and I will let you know the beginning and the end. Here we go. Take a deep breath. You're going to sit in your chair with your feet against the floor. Your back up a little straight but relaxed. You're going to breathe and close your eyes. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel your toes. Relax your toes. Relax your toenails. Feel your ankles. Feel your shins. Feel your knees. Feel your thighs. Feel your hips. Feel your back. Send it some love. Feel your shoulders. Feel your arms. Feel your elbows. Relax your elbows. Feel your hands. Relax your hands. Relax your fingers. Even try and relax your fingernails if you can. Feel your neck. Your neck does a lot of work holding your head up. Your heads are full of thoughts and feelings. Honor it. Honor your thoughts. Honor your feelings. Feel your face. Relax your cheeks. Relax your mouth. Relax your eyes, your eyelids, your eyebrows, your forehead. Feel all those thousands of beautiful hairs on your head. Relax them. They might tingle a little bit, that's okay. Just relax them. Now you're going to breathe for a second. In and out your nose. Your breath is what keeps you alive, right? Honor it. Honor your breath. When you picture a lake and you're kneeling or sitting at the edge of the lake, and you're going to take your finger and you're going to start drawing on the water with your finger on the surface. And you're going to draw all your thoughts and all your feelings. And you can watch as they just float back onto the surface, right? They just get absorbed in the water. None of them stay there. None of it's permanent. Your thoughts are going to come and they're going to go. And your feelings are going to come and they're going to go. Just like when you draw them on the surface of the water. Know that everything you feel, everything that you think, you can honor it and it will pass. The good and the bad. It all passes through. And now we're just going to breathe. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. You can scrunch up your nose. And open your eyes when you're ready. Any even teeny tiny bit of peace or stillness you were able to feel, hold on to that for a minute. Relish in that. See if you can't throughout your day pass it on to somebody else that needs it. Any of the strawberries or Cheetos or chocolate that you see and are able to enjoy while you're hanging on those vines with the tigers above and the tigers below. Eat them, enjoy them, share them. But not really, because apparently like germs are an issue right now. So annoying. This is so inconvenient. But it's gonna be okay. I have so much love for you guys. I love you more than anything. You know that. You are my children. It's very, very, very hard for me to be away from my children. I love you. I love my humans. I don't have people laughing at me all day. It's, well, no, sometimes, but not the same way. I will see you soon.